What's happening, guys? It's Bharat and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the new Lenovo K6 Power. So let's get started. Now the K6 Power has been launched in India for a price of Rs 9,999, and I'll leave a link in the description in case you're interested in buying it, as it goes on sale on 6th of December at midnight. Let's quickly go ahead and unbox the device, and if you like our unboxing videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free and you get all the latest tech in your inbox. The first thing inside the box is the phone itself. It's wrapped in plastic. I'm going to put it to the side. Next up, you get a bunch of manuals. You have the user manual and some warranty information. You also get the SAR information inside the user manual, so for those who are interested, it's right here on the screen. Inside the box are also some earphones. Now these are pretty standard and pretty low quality earphones, and if you're planning on listening to any sort of music on this device, I recommend that you buy your own earphones. These are good for basic phone calls. You also get a USB to micro USB charging cable. The quality of the cable seems really high, although it's not braided or even a flat cable. You also get a 2 amp charger, so you're going to get some basic quick charging capabilities from this charger. Inside the box is also a SIM removal tool and a quick declaration that states there is going to be a registration that happens when you turn on the device for the first time. The device is going to transmit some data over your Wi-Fi or your SIM card, and the overall transmission is less than 1 kilobyte. Let's quickly go ahead and turn on the device. So while the device turns on, let's take a quick look at the outside hardware. So over at the front, you have an 8 megapixel camera that sits on the right of the earpiece and right above the 5-inch 1920 by 1080p display. Now, the display is an IPS LCD, and below that you have 3 touch capacitive buttons that are backlit, the menu / multitasking button, the home button, and the back button. Over at the bottom of the device is the main microphone pinhole. On the right side is the power button and the volume buttons. Over at the top is the micro USB charging and data syncing port, along with the 3.5mm headphone combi jack. Over at the left is where the SIM tray is. The device will take in 2 nano SIM cards. It is a hybrid tray, so if you want to put in a micro SD card, you'll have to sacrifice one of the SIM card slots. Now over at the back is the main 13 megapixel camera, and just above it is a secondary noise cancellation microphone, which will also act as the main microphone in case you're recording video. Below that is the LED flash, and below that is the fingerprint sensor. If you go further down on the back side, we'll see the Lenovo branding and 2 speaker vents. Now the Lenovo K6 Power is running on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 430. It's an octa-core 1.4 GHz CPU along with an Adreno 505 450 MHz GPU. You get 32 GB of onboard storage along with 3 GB of RAM. If you're using the hybrid slot to insert a micro SD card, it'll accept up to 128 GB. Now the device is running Android 6.0.1 out of the box, and the user interface is pretty fluid. If you try and switch the launchers, you get an option of the Vibe launcher, which according to me seems a little bit slow. So I decided to stick to the Android launcher, which looks quite identical and is really snappy on the device. Now the camera is a snap-at camera, and if you go into the settings, you'll see that video quality is a maximum of 1920 by 1080p. You do have a bunch of photo options in the settings panel over here, so you can adjust them according to your requirements. You also get a bunch of shooting modes, including a pro mode, a slow motion mode, and an artistic HDR mode. In the pro mode, you can adjust your white balance, your focus, your shutter speed, along with your ISO. So it's pretty impressive for the price value that you're getting it at. You get complete control over your camera, and if that's something that you're looking for, the phone has that. Now, the phone does support 4G along with VoLTE, so voice over LTE is supported by this device for those who are interested. Now the fingerprint sensor over the back is pretty simple to register, and it is pretty fast and snappy. Now for sensors, you get a gravity sensor, proximity sensor, an ambient light sensor. You also get a gyroscope and a compass inbuilt onto the device, so if you're using maps, you will not only get turn-by-turn directions, but it will also point you in the direction that you're heading in. As far as the battery is concerned, it's a 4000 mAh battery. It's a lithium polymer non-removable battery. It should last you a full day, and we'll cover all of that in the final review that we do for this device. Now ergonomically, the phone feels really comfortable in the hand. It's a unibody aluminum shell. It's rounded off on the back, so it fits really well in the palm of your hand, and when you hold it, the fingers naturally grasp the curve of the back. The finish also seems a premium, and you do have some chamfered edges around the fingerprint sensor, the camera, and these two chrome lines, they separate out the plastic parts on the back, give it a really nice and premium look. The Lenovo K6 Power weighs in at 145 grams, but it's extremely tightly packed inside the body, so it's got a really nice balance of weight, and it actually feels heavier than 145 grams, but it feels really comfortable in the hand. The IPS LCD display is also pretty bright, and it has excellent viewing angles, so you won't have any issues using the device. The phone also does have a bunch of preloaded applications, but thankfully you can remove them and uninstall them completely. You also get something called Lenovo Companion app, which helps you run some diagnostics on the device, and you also get some updates directly over here. So from that aspect, a bunch of interesting apps have been preloaded onto the device, but if you don't want them, you can get rid of them. You also have the Sync It and the Share It app preloaded. So if you want to sync up your contacts, your SMS, even your call logs, and you can also do a bunch of other things right here from this app. You also have the Share It app that allows you to share images or files directly with the computer, which is running a Share It application. Again, you can delete these apps if you don't want them. The device also does have an FM radio along with a voice recorder and a theme center, which allows you to download a bunch of themes that are constantly uploaded by Lenovo. You can also download a bunch of wallpapers, a dialer theme, the main Android theme, and you can also change the contacts theme as well. So you can customize the phone quite a lot, and of course you can replace it with any other launcher. So just download a launcher from the Play Store and you can replace the main launcher with any launcher. Overall, the phone feels really well made. It's light and responsive, and it's also got a snappy overall user interface. It is running a Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 chipset, which is not the latest chipset in this price bracket. However, we will be doing a full review of this phone, so stay tuned for that. And if you have anything specific that you'd like us to cover in the full review, drop that in the comment section below, and I'll try and include it in the full review when it comes out later. This has been Bharat, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like I said, it's absolutely free, and you get all the latest information right in your inbox. You can check us out on iGyaan.in. You can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram, along with Snapchat. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.